All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, Barakathum. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a salute and a shalom to all the Akim that are out to labor pushing this truth in all sincerity and in truth. Real quick, this is, I've done this ancient manner and custom before, but the Rakakwadash wants me to do it again. So this is the ancient custom is pictures on hands. Says this is Isaiah 49:16. It says, "Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me." Right? It says this is a figurative way of expressing that Yahweh will never forget Zion. The city is represented as graven on his hands, so that its walls are perpetually in his sight. Thus, it says, and thus the people of Yahweh, who are figured by the city, are kept in everlasting remembrance. See? I read this in the lesson me and Ak did last night, but Isaiah 49:16 says, "Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me." It says, "See, I have written your name on the palms of my hands, always in my mind as a picture of Jerusalem's walls in ruins." Right? It says, "Thy children shall make haste, thy destroyers, and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee." It says soon your descendants will come back, and all who are trying to destroy you will go away, will go into slavery. All right? It says, "Lift up thine eyes round about, and behold, all these gather themselves together and come." It says, "And come to thee. As I live, saith Yahweh Shemal Shah, thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all as an ornament, as with an ornament, and bind thee." It says, "and bind them on thee as a bride doeth." Say this, shall it says, shall a mother? Well, here it is. Yeah, I'll start up. Verse 14. "But Zion saith Yahweh Shemal Shah." Says, "But Zion said, Yahweh Shemal Shah hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forgotten me." Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yeah, they may forget, yet I will not forget thee. It says, "Yet Jerusalem says, Yahweh Shemal Shah has deserted us, and Yahweh Shemal Shah has forgotten us." Never can a mother forget her nursing child. Can she feel no love for the child she has born? But even if that were possible, I would not forget you. Jake, man, Yahweh Shemal Shah loves us, man. We have been remembered. All right, Yahweh Shema Shah has heard our cries, man. Just like in ancient Egypt, man. Our cries and our affliction, right? Our affliction is being seen, and our cries are being heard. It says, "Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me." Let's see. It says, this is Isaiah 26:1. It says, "In that day shall this song be sung in the land of Judah. We have a strong city. Salvation will Yahweh Shema Shah appoint for walls and bulwarks." It says, "Open ye the gates, that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth may enter in. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Trust ye in Yahweh Shema Shah forever. For in Yahweh is everlasting strength." Hold on. It say, Roberts says that a similar form of speech is frequently used in India to express one's destiny. It is common. It says it is common to say, in reference to men or things, "They are written on the palms of his hands." Remembrance of an absent one is expressed by a figure similar to the one used in the latter part of the text. "Alf, my friend, you have long since forgotten me? Forgotten you? Never. For your walls are ever before me." Meaning what? I'm always thinking about you. Jake Yahweh Shema Shah was constantly thinking about us, man. We are being remembered, man. All right, man. Yahweh Shema Shah has remembered the covenant with Abraham, the covenant with Isaac, and the covenant with Jacob. Jake, we have remembered ourselves in the land of our captivities, right? So that means what? That Yahweh Shema Shah has remembered us. We've received mercy, man. It says, many writers, however, suppose that there is in the text something more than an allusion to a mere figure of speech, that an actual custom is referred to. It is thought that the Jews of that day were in the habit of tattooing on their hands or arms representations of the city or temple in order to keep them before them something to remind them of the sacred places. So this is what some writers think, but that's off. It say, this is Bishop Loth's view. It is accepted by many commentators. We have an illustration of it in the modern times. Mondriel Mondriel tells us that it was customary in this day for pilgrims to Jerusalem to have figures of various kinds of mark on their arms as memorial, blah, blah, blah. These representations were called ensigns of Jerusalem, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. All right, man. But Jake, man, Yahweh Shemal Shah has remembered us. See? Hold on. Verse 16. This is Isaiah 54 and 12. Isaiah 54 and 12. It says, wow. Wow. Let's start up. I gotta get this. It says, the fertility of Zion. Sing, O barren, thou that did, it says, thou that didst not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud. Thou that didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, saith Yahweh Shemal Shah. Enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thy habitations. Spare not, lengthen thy cords, and strengthen thy stakes. It say, enlarge your house, build an addition, spread out your home, and spare no expense. Jake, we are about to be blessed, man, beyond imagination, man. Jake, man, we won't spare no expense in the kingdom, man. We won't spare no expense. When our palaces, when our mansions are being built, when our palaces and mansions are being built, man, we won't spare no expense. It says, for thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles, and make the desolate cities to be inhabited. Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither thou be confounded. It says, neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame, for thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and shall not remember the reproach of thy widowhood anymore. See, Jake, man, it says, for the former things will be passed away, right? So in the kingdom, we won't even remember this. We won't even remember the former things, man. It will be put out of our remembrance. Let me get says, for the former things or passed away. Revelation. Yeah, here it is. Revelation 21 and 4. It says, Yahweh, it says, and Yahweh Shemal Shah shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. And there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying. neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. It says what? Nor come into mind? Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it says that. Yep, here it is. This is Isaiah 65 and 17. It says, for behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come into mind. See? It says, for thy maker is thine husband, and Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai of hosts is his name, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. The power of the whole earth shall he be called. It says, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit. A youth, as it says, a wife of youth, when thou wast refused, saith Yahweh Shah, for a small moment I have forsaken thee, but with great mercy will I gather thee. Jake, we are being gathered right now, man. By this knowledge, man, by this truth, we're being gathered. Says, hold on. Says, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, said Yahweh Shah, thy Redeemer. It says, verse 10, for the mountain shall, for the mountain shall depart, and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed, saith Yahweh Shah, that hath mercy on thee. O thou afflicted, tossed in tempest, it says tossed with tempest, and not comforted, behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors, and lay thy foundations with sapphire. Jake, man, we gonna shine in the kingdom, man. We will shine in the kingdom, man. Jake, you must believe this, man. We will shine in the kingdom, man. Jake, we are receiving the mercies of Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. Jake, we are receiving the mercies from Yahweh Shemal Shah right now, man. It says, I will make thy windows of agates and thy gates of carbuncles, and all thy borders of pleasant stones. Jake, man, we have a beautiful kingdom coming, man. We have a beautiful kingdom coming. Because you say what in Revelation? Hold on. Let me get this. 21 and yep. It says, this is Revelation 21 and 12. It says, but I'll start up at 11. And having the glory of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a great wall. It says, it had a wall great and high, and it had 12 gates, and at the 12 gates, 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. On the east, 3 gates. On the north, 3 gates. That's 6 gates, right? On the south, 3 gates. That's 9. And on the west, 3 gates. That's 12. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. See, it say, in the wall, it says, and the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold like unto clear glass. Jake, man, this is us being remembered and being blessed. It says, in the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of 1 pearl. It says in the NLT, the 12 gates were made of pearls, each gate from a single pearl. Because it says what? Yep, here it is. It says, and I will make thy windows of agates and thy gates of carbuncles. See? Carbuncle. Let me see how that look. Carbuncle. Carbuncle stone. Oh, wow. Wow. Are you serious? Golly, man. They got blue. Whew. Boy. They got blue, man. They got blue carbuncle stones, man. Wow. Man, now, one blue carbuncle stone, right? Or one blue sapphire or lapis lazuli stone is $2 million. $2.9 million, man, for one. Wow. It says, and all thy children shall be taught of Yahweh Shema Shah, and great shall be the peace of thy children. In righteousness thou shalt be established. Thou shalt be far from oppression, for thou shalt not fear, and from terror, and for it shall not come near thee. See? Because it says this in Baruch 4. Yeah, I know where I'm going already. Yeah, I know where I'm going. This is the book of Baruch 4 and hold on. It says, I'll start up. Let them that dwell about Zion come, and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting hath brought upon you. This which the everlasting hath brought upon them. For ye hath brought a nation, it says, for he hath brought a nation upon thee from far, a shameless nation, and of a strange language, who neither reverenced old man nor pitied child. These have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow, and left her that was alone, desolate without daughters. Wow. But what can I help you? For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. Jake, man, we will be delivered from the hands of our enemies. It will happen, Jake. Come on, man. See, that's us being what, man? Remembered. It says, go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. I have put off the clothing of peace and put upon me the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry to the everlasting in my days. Be of good cheer, O my, it says, be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto Yahweh Shemel Shah, for he will deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies. See? Come on, man. All right. All right. So that's the lesson, man. Hopefully it was edifying and it uplifted your spirit. It made you smile, man. It made you happy. All right. So with that, I say shalom.